Do you see this recommendation in your Google Ads account? Remove redundant keywords? If yes, you've come to the right place. In this video, let's look at what this recommendation is all about, why Google is recommending it, and how you should act. But quick tip, do not trust Google on this. Let's go. Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm Timo and I've got clicks in mind. I'm a Google Ads professional and have been running successful Google Ads campaigns for more than 5 years now. Here on my channel, I love to help people to drive more success with their Google Ads campaigns. So if you're interested in this, please subscribe to my channel and like the video. But now, without further ado, let's look at redundant keywords. So first of all, what are redundant keywords? Let's look at the Google definition first. Google says, redundant keywords are equivalent to higher performing keywords or keywords in broader match types. Removing these redundant keywords and consolidating your keywords across match types will help you manage your account more easily. It doesn't negatively impact your performance and still allows your ads to appear on the same searches. Now, what does this mean in simple language? Basically, there are two cases where Google deems a keyword as redundant. The first case is when there are multiple keywords with the same match type and the same meaning, and one keyword performs way better than the other. So the better keyword can trigger ads for the same search queries as the worse keyword. So the worse keyword is redundant in Google's views. One example would be if you had two exact match keywords with the same meaning. For example, man's shoes and shoes for men, which are exactly the same for Google. And one of those keywords has a way better cost per action. So the other keyword, which is the worst one, would be redundant. The other case is, and this is where it gets tricky, is when there is a broad matched keyword which covers the same search queries as other keywords in the same ad groups. So for example, you could have an ad group with the broad match keyword shoes and the exact match keyword shoes for men in the same ad group, and Google would deem the exact match keyword shoes for men as redundant. One important thing about this recommendation is that it only refers to keywords in the same ad groups with the same bidding strategy. So everything else is not included in this recommendation. Maybe you're asking yourself, what even is the big deal about redundant keywords? Generally speaking, redundant keywords are not that big of a problem. It's about getting rid of unnecessary keyword variants so that the data, like clicks and conversions, is not split up between multiple instances of a keyword with the same meaning. So for you, it's more of an account hygiene measure than it having a big impact on your performance. But generally, having a well-structured account makes it easier for you to make data-based decisions and optimize your account. To be honest, the problem with the recommendation of removing redundant keywords is more about applying the recommendation without checking the keywords yourself. And why is that? If you're not paying attention to what Google is actually recommending, you might end up in a situation that is worse. And that is especially true for ad groups that include keywords of different match types but with the same meaning. For example, if you're having an ad group with broad match and exact match keywords in the same group. So this is a real life example where I'm advertising a backup software, here specifically for OneDrive. And in this ad group, OneDrive Backup, I have two separate keywords, one as a broad match, OneDrive Backup, and one as an exact match, which you can see with the brackets. And what you can see, of course, the broad match keyword gets more search volume, so more clicks, more impressions. But you can see the exact match keywords has the way better click-through rate, so it's more relevant to the user. And what Google would recommend to me now is getting rid of my exact match keyword and just keep the broad match. And in many cases, that is not a good idea. So now let's look at how to deal with the remove redundant keyword recommendation. So first of all, please make sure that you are not auto-applying this recommendation. And to check this, you can go here to the auto-apply tab, just click on it, and you'll see the different recommendations which there are, and you can set those checks to auto-apply this recommendation. So if Google sees an opportunity to apply a recommendation, it will just auto-apply it. But in this case, please make sure that the checkbox for remove redundant keywords is not checked. Also, when you see this recommendation, do not click on apply all. But what you want to do is going into the recommendation, so view all the recommendations here. In this case, there is 134, and look at every recommendation individually. So when you look into the recommendation individually, you might see this case very often where you have two keywords with a similar meaning. One is broad match and one might be exact match or phrase match, and Google will recommend you keeping the broad match keyword and getting rid of the other one. Doesn't matter if the other one performs better or not, because Google is in fact not looking at the keyword performance when it comes to the redundant keyword recommendations between broad match keywords and other match types. So what you want to do is really look into the numbers and see if the broad match keyword is in fact performing better. And if it is not, or if you are not sure, do not remove the other one. So even if it seems that Google is doing it all alone nowadays, you should always use your brain and be skeptical about Google's recommendations. And in general, trust me, this is true for all of Google Ads. So I hope this video was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and like and subscribe if you learned something. See you in my next video. Until then, work smart with clicks in mind.